Welcome back to the channel, my fellow gaming friends. In this video, we will be looking at the PlayStation 4 Pro, a few accessories, and some must-have games I have collected over the years. The original PlayStation 4 was released in 2013, with the Pro version releasing 3 years later, touting 4K HDR graphics. Both versions at release retailed for $399, which was $100 cheaper than its main competition, the Xbox One. The design was sleek, with notable visual references to the PlayStation brand at every angle. On the bottom, or the side of the PlayStation, depending on how you look at it, has square, X, circle, and triangle icons that doubled as rubber feet when the system was placed on its flat. Like its predecessors, the PS4 Pro has a power button, game eject button, front disk drive, and 2 USB 3.0 ports on the front. But unlike its younger brother, it supports up to 4K HDR resolutions and a 500GB internal hard drive. Two of the most notable accessories are the newly designed DualShock 4 controller and the PlayStation Gold wireless headset. As you can see, this headset has seen better days, but even with the rubber peeling off and some trusty electrical tape holding it together, it is still my go-to wireless headset. With easily accessible buttons around the left earpiece, you can control the volume of in-game audio, party chat audio, and the balance between them both. Another nice feature is the option to switch between 2 base modes, allowing for better clarity during multiplayer first-person shooters. Many nights were spent playing with the crew quietly while loved ones are asleep. Just be careful not to laugh too loud on your end. The PlayStation 4 DualShock controller was a major design leap away from previous versions. With minor differences to the buttons, the biggest change was the addition of a touchpad in the center of the controller. Most games use this as a way to navigate menus or as additional buttons depending where on the touchpad you pressed. The shoulder buttons were also redesigned, allowing for more of a trigger feel like its Xbox counterpart. The light bar in the back designated which player you were, or in some games, it added a layer of immersion depending on the gameplay. Slightly bigger than the PS3 controller, the DualShock 4 filled your hand out better overall. A few other differences with the change from a start and select button to an options and share button. The share button was a quick way to stream your content or share your previous game footage on social media. The PS4 game collection is extensive, but like most of you can agree, as you get older and life's responsibilities start to add up, only the best games should fill your shelves. I will save the best games for the end, so be sure to stick around. Doom. Bethesda's return to the grassroots first-person shooter gameplay that we all know and love, but with a modern twist. This game took our Space Marine back into the depths of hell with jaw-dropping visuals that are still a benchmark today. Killzone Shadowfall, a PS4 release title that was critically acclaimed for its hardware and new take at an open-world first-person shooter. The story revolved around a new cast of characters from its previous titles, returning to a never-ending war with the Helghast. No Man's Sky, a much-anticipated open-universe space adventure game where the auto-generated planets and solar systems made the exploration gameplay new and exciting for many console gamers. The game lost popularity due to unkept promises by the developer. However, updates and add-ons after release has kept this game relevant today. Shadow Warrior is a wacky first-person shooter with hand-to-hand combat elements. You follow a modern-day ninja warrior who fight hordes of undead while searching for an ancient sword. Good old mindless fun. The Division. As New York gets hit with a bioweapon, it is up to you and your militant squad to take down those who are responsible. This MMORPG third-person shooter was all the rage for about 2 months before players exploited the unbalanced nature of online play. Mad Max, a clever rendition of the movie series in game form. You start the game with nothing and have to navigate the barren wasteland as you upgrade your car with the hope to find peace. Well worth a playthrough. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection. With the first 3 games included, this game was released, building up to the 4th and best game of the franchise. I borrowed this game from a friend years ago. I wonder if he'll notice I still have it. I guess we'll see in the comments. Monster Hunter. This fan favorite was what all Monster Hunter fans wanted all along, an open world to battle beasts of all shapes and sizes. The best part is that you can play with friends in online co-op mode. This game is brand new and still in its case, and at one point was a PlayStation Plus free download. Horizon Zero Dawn. You played as Aloy, a young seeker trying to find clues about her past in a futuristic wilderness. The story and graphics really shine and is definitely worth a playthrough. PlayStation VR Demo Disc. Some of the best VR games are found on the PlayStation 4 with the VR headset. You haven't lived until you watched your loved ones throw the PSVR headset off their eyes in terror because they thought an imaginary shark was going to eat them. The Last Guardian. As you can see, this was a GameStop used game special, complete with the generic case. Other than that, this game is in no way generic. The third installment of Fumito Ueda's beautifully crafted works of art, you play as a young boy trying to save himself and the friendly giant from unknown ruins. Need for Speed. The PlayStation 4 reboot of the franchise are all pretty much similar but hugely satisfying to play for any car enthusiast. You race, upgrade and customize your dream car, and race some more. Who wouldn't love that? The Crew. A racing game where the upgrading and customization gameplay is very similar to that of Need for Speed. However, this game has an open world as large as a scaled-down United States. The game was only playable in the multiplayer online mode, adding to the scope which made this game so special in its own right. The Lego Movie video game, a video game where everything was awesome! The story was based on the movie as you can guess and is super fun as you can play with a wide cast of playable characters. Rabbids Invasion is your party game packed with fun minigames. This game should be reserved for kids and like-minded adults. Battlefield Hardline, a poor excuse of a game. DICE's venture into a story-driven first-person shooter. Good guys versus drug lords. I understand what they wanted to do, but this game just fell short. Just Dance 2014, a potential Dance Dance Revolution replacement that utilized body poses rather than foot stomping. This game required the PlayStation 4 camera to track you sway your body in unflattering ways. Little Big Planet 3, Sony's cute answer to Mario, Sonic, and I guess Master Chief. A rather addicting IP that built upon the first two titles. If you haven't played any of these games, I dare you to, and tell me that you don't want the main character placed on top of your computer screen. Final Fantasy VII Remake, one of the best Final Fantasy games in the series. A fan favorite remastered for the PlayStation 4. You follow Cloud Strife as he fights the good fight and uncovers the mysteries of his past. This game is still in the package and is waiting for the right rainy day to be opened up and enjoyed. Final Fantasy XV, another masterpiece by Square Enix, which introduced real-time RPG hack-and-slash gameplay mechanics. You follow a young prince and his three friends as they road trip back to his kingdom to save the world. The game featured a car radio full with Final Fantasy soundtracks from previous games. Red Dead Redemption 2. This game is visually stunning in so many ways and used the PS4 Pro's full capabilities. You follow Arthur Morgan and his gang at the twilight of the Wild Wild West. The map was extensive as it featured the full map from the first game along with a huge new area to explore. Death Stranding. This is Hideo Kojima's first game release after leaving the Metal Gear Solid franchise. The game is truly one of a kind. You play as a mailman in a future... I actually have no idea what this game is about. Let me know in the comments if you figured it out, but the graphics are really good. God of War, a must-have game of the decade. A continuation of a dying franchise where you play as Kratos after he left ancient Greece. Into the realm of Norse mythology, you set on a new adventure with your son by your side. If I tell you any more about this game, I will be doing you a disservice. Grand Theft Auto 5, an open-world sandbox where one can enjoy a little bit of ultra-violence. This game was originally released for the PlayStation 3 and already was graphically overhauled once for the PlayStation 4. Not suitable for children or some adults, but it had an extremely fun story as you play as three characters planning heists around a fictional modern-day California. There is an online mode that has not seen its equal since its release 11 years ago. The map is huge, and every inch can be explored to your heart's desire. There is a huge city that can be compared to Los Angeles, and another rural part of the map mimicking its surrounding areas. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the PlayStation 4 Pro and some of the gaming community's favorite games and accessories. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe, leave a like below, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time, game on.